What's going on, man? I just want to let y'all know I just started making intros and logos for small YouTubers, you know what I'm saying? And I just made her intro and I wanted y'all to go check out Roll No Label, you know what I'm saying? Now she dealing with daily vlogs and relationship advice and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So go like and subscribe to the channel, you know what I'm saying? She appreciate it, alright? Man, what's going on, man? It's Chucktown Mazzi, and I am the MCU watcher. Alright, we're going to be going over the Ultimatum storyline from the Ultimate Comics, and then we're going to talk a little bit about adapting it to the MCU. Now, who knows how all this will end up on screen, so don't expect any of this to play out the same way. Now, I read the storyline, and it's more like a very small piece of an even bigger story, alright? So, I mean, it's actually a quick read. It's like $8 or $9 online, you know what I'm saying? I'll leave a link in the description if somebody want to check it out, but I already know anybody want to read anymore. But anyway, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. All right, now, like I said in my last video, Ultimate Comics is a twist on Marvel Universe, changing it into an unpredictable, violent setting. All right, now the series released in 2009 and it had mixed reviews, but still sold a lot of copies. Now this all builds up from events from Ultimates 3, where Ultron kills Scarlet Witch and then Quicksilver is killed taking a bullet for Magneto. Now Magneto was the father of Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Now, one of my videos you should check out is X-Men in the MCU, and I'll leave the link in the description. But I go over the House of M story where Scarlet Witch loses her mind, so don't be surprised to see Scarlet Witch as another villain in Phase 5. Alright, now Magneto goes insane and then now is on a mission to get revenge on the Ultimates. The Ultimates in this storyline is basically the Avengers. So Magneto flees but steals Thor's hammer and uses it to shift the Earth's polarity and cause natural disasters all over the planet. Now think 2012. Now volcanoes going off, the atmosphere freezing. So the story starts off as a tidal wave hits New York, killing Beast, Dazzler, Nightcrawler, Daredevil, and millions drowned in the city. Now Sue Storm is put in a coma after she's pushed the water out of the city using her powers, right? Then Mr. Fantastic goes for Namor, thinking he's the one responsible for the wave. Now then Professor X lets everyone know through telepathy that Magneto is the one to blame. Now the X-Men lead Professor X to go help in the city. Magneto takes advantage of this and then kills Professor X as he thinks that the heroes will be lost without him. Now Iron Man saves Captain America, but then is on life support. Hawkeye and Ant-Man search for the Wasp, but then find her being eaten by the Blob. Now Ant-Man in giant form then bites off the Blob's head. Now you see how crazy it can get, right? Now Valkyrie also drowned, but Thor travels to Valhalla to meet Hela to bring her back, but has to fight off the army of the dead and is joined by Captain America as he died on life support. Now they defeat the army, but Thor has to give up his soul for both Valkyrie and Captain America. Now more heroes die at the same time the tidal wave hit. Magneto also set off a chain of terrorist attacks, one with the help of the mutant named Madrox. Now he has the power to make perfect copies of himself and strap bombs to every clone. Now Ant-Man dies as he allows himself to be blown up with Madrox's clones to save everyone. Now so Valkyrie and Captain America come back to life and they start to gather up the heroes to take down Magneto. But in the city, Spider-Man went MIA when Hulk smashes Doctor Strange's home, the Sanctum Sanctorum, and releases Dormammu, who is channeling the energy of Human Torch. Now Doctor Strange is killed by Dormammu trying to free him. Alright, now the heroes mourn their dead and they get Nick Fury's help to go kill Magneto. Alright, now Angel, Valkyrie, Hawkeye, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Wolverine, Storm, and Iron Man all go and try to stop Magneto as he was growing more and more insane. Now they find him in a floating citadel and Angel flies in first, and Angel is quickly killed by Sabretooth, and then Hawkeye shoots Sabretooth in the eye. Then Valkyrie confronts Magneto to get Thor's hammer back. Now she cuts off his arm and then Magneto quickly takes her sword and slashes her throat but doesn't kill her. Now immediately Captain America crashes in and it takes down Magneto. Now Magneto then collapses the roof on top of Cap. Now he is in a standoff with Wolverine as Storm, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Hawkeye, and Iron Man look on. Now Wolverine is enraged and on an all-out attack with Magneto and is ready to die. Alright, now Magneto uses his power and takes control of Wolverine's adamantium skeleton, and at the same time controls Iron Man's suit and his blasters and grabs having Cyclops' glasses. They both blast him, mooning him where he can't be healed. Alright, now Hawkeye takes down Cyclops and then Storm disables Iron Man's suit. Now Wolverine, with his flesh destroyed, makes one last strike, catching Magneto off guard. Alright, now Magneto then destroys the rest of them as he removes the adamantium from his bones. Now then Nick Fury arrives with Mr. Fantastic and Dr. Doom. Now Nick Fury's plan is to tell him the truth about the mutants' existence, as the protection of mutants is usually what fuels Magneto. Now Jean Grey uses her powers to let Magneto see into Fury's mind, and he finds out that they were created in a lab, now all from experiments on Wolverine and the super soldier serum. This pertains to the Ultimate Comic universe. Alright, gotta throw that in there. Now Magneto then takes his defeat and it shifts the Earth's polarity back into place, as the end of the world was still gonna happen if he didn't. And then Cyclops tells him that he'll help him like Professor X used to, and then blasts his head off. Now 8 days later, Cyclops gives a speech in DC and is shot in the head, and it turns out to be Quicksilver. Now we see him talking to an unknown female about it. Alright, now Dr. Doom is the puppet master behind everything. Alright, now he revealed to Nick Fury that he had Scarlet Witch murdered, and he knew Magneto would go and try and go all out war against mankind, and he would be there afterwards to pick up the pieces. Alright, now but he didn't know he would go and try to destroy the Earth. Now the story ends with the Thing apparently killing Dr. Doom for what he did. Alright, now so leave it down in the comment section on how y'all feel about this story adapted to the MCU. The Ultimate Comics were canceled shortly, even though the Ultimatum storyline sold copies, but the series as a whole was poorly received by comic fans. Now if I'm wrong, y'all let me know about that. Alright, now if they do use this story, the aftermath could lead to why the mutants are hating the MCU. Alright, now with Magneto trying to destroy the Earth. Now but I don't think they should kill off as many heroes as the comic series, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't make sense for the MCU. Now if they do try and use the origin story for the mutants that ties into the super soldier serum, I do and I don't think it's a good idea, and let me tell you why. Now in the MCU, we already have a lot of characters dealing with the super soldier serum and can trace the origins trying to recreate the serum, so it'll make the origins short and not a real story behind it. And it wouldn't make any sense to include villains like Apocalypse and Mrs. Sinister, who go back centuries. And I also feel like it's too dark for the MCU, so I can see why some would say this would be an odd story to adapt. Now as long as this leads to Secret Wars, that will be great for me, you know what I'm saying? Or Onslaught will be a great story to adapt as well. Now I just wanted to go over the story with y'all. Who knows how much of this they're going to use? Marvel Studios has been known to use bits and pieces of different stories from the comics. Alright, now but if you made it to the end, man, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the community. And thanks for watching, y'all boy.